Well, there's really only two things you can do and anyone can do, is that earn more or spend less.
I'm taking notes here, by the way.
So the way that you can earn more can be actually quite simple and quite quirky. For example, if you're a younger person, you might be able to get a second job on the weekend. I know it sounds tough, but you could do that for 6 to 12 months. Another way, and you can do that with the gig economy, you can drive for Uber, you can do odd jobs on Airtasker, Freelancer, all these places. The other thing you can do, and it might be available to you, is you can sell things you don't need. So that actually juices your emergency fund really quickly. There was a study that came out a few years ago, I think it was about 2 years ago, by the government, and it effectively said that 20% of Australians cannot save $2,000 for an emergency fund. And that is very, very alarming when you think about that.
It's living weight to weight, paycheck to paycheck.
It is. And so a simple fix, I'm going to say simple, I'm not going to say it's easy, but a simple fix is look at the stuff around you and see if you can sell some of it. You know, some of us will walk around with $2,000 iPhones, but we don't have $2,000 for an emergency fund. And that kind of thing, it just kind of like boggles the mind. But that's a really simple step. The other thing is when you're in a first home buyer territory and you're thinking about saving money, that oftentimes the biggest thing that you can do is get rid of your second car. If you're in a relationship, is get rid of that car, because the car, even though it might cost you on paper, you know, $200 or $300 a month in repayments if you've got a personal loan, there's also all of the things that go with that are kind of hidden costs, things like tolls, fuel, servicing, tires, everything that goes into that. And it can amount to maybe $10,000 a year if you've got a certain car. So if you can get rid of that and you can do it rough, catch public transport, buy a secondhand car, you know, there are online auction places where you can go and you can get secondhand cars that are probably better than the one you have now for less without a loan. And so yeah, exactly. If you need to go to the, you know, IKEA to get furniture and you're worried about, you know, will I have a car? Use GoGet, which is just a hire service.
Fabulous,
and being really creative in this way and seeing what you can get away with is actually really powerful because it kind of resets expectations for later in life as well.
Buy a coffee machine.
Buy a coffee machine, yeah, and you could probably buy one secondhand if you've got Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah.
Some great tips in there, Veronica.
They're really good tips, and it's very true that, you know, once you've got a mortgage, then you're forced to continue saving effectively because you're then paying it back.